Topic for today is the trouble with firmware. As I like to say, it's like a cybersecurity spider web, everything all connected in different places. My uncle has a big kind of industrial woodworking shop. And so I was there and I was visiting and I started to look around as you do when you're a bit device obsessed. And I saw cameras. The cameras were Lorex cameras. I'm not sure that I know that manufacturer. I actually found out that Lorex was spun out from Dawa, which is a company that actually is prohibited in the US from selling into the US. Now, I know this all becomes problematic because, well, all of the plastic may look different on the outside, but what's in the inside at the metal side of it, it really can be very, very much the same and reused wherever you go. And for our environment and people trying to secure XIoT environments, this is a major concern that we all need to think about.
The topic here is I think, really pretty fascinating for me, especially because just this idea that you can buy one thing, but be getting something else entirely. The idea here is just to kind of demonstrate how common it really is in the IoT space when you talk about manufacturers just simply, rebranding or rebadging other, manufacturers' actual hardware. And so we see it quite often. And because of our unique ability to actually talk to these devices and touch the metal, we can detect that, right? And we can help you navigate that. So this is just an example here. There's three different brands of cameras, including the Lorex that you mentioned, Mike, that your uncle has in his shop. But you can see it's literally just this. It's the same underlying web server. It's the same application that's running and serving up those credentials, including the same default manufacturer's credentials. But they just change out the logo. That's it. They're just rebranding the logo. It's just a simple white label process, and something that we've been doing in the IT side of the house for years. But IoT is no different. And then just a quick look here at the actual cameras themselves, right? So physically, well, again, there is some, you can see the plastic itself is a little different, slightly different shape, but you can tell that the underlying physical hardware, the metal behind the plastic shield is all the same. We're going to pull up all of our different IP cameras. If we look at some of these behind the scenes, like a Huawei or a Avigilon or whatever these are, even Hikvision, that's us reporting on what's actually underneath the covers. That's us saying that while this device may be masquerading as something else entirely in your environment, this is what we know it to be under the hood, right? This is what's actually running on the device and the risk that's associated with that.